Hello, everyone who is joining now or later. Spontaneous topic, spontaneous live talk. I should call my channel Car Talks. But welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for being with me. Not partying this Friday night. I'm not partying, not having none of those activities, but instead recharging and doing some good things. I hope I used to, if you watch my channel for a while, you know that I used to record my videos when I walk. I have so many videos when I walk, and so yes, doing some activities today to recharge my mind. And there was something that was inspired by a conversation with a friend, and I want to share this with you. The topic of this video is, does could the nation, the country, be judged by its leader? Um, do you believe that a lot of times the leader of the country, a chosen leader, does not represent well people in the country, their talents, um, their skills, their spirit? Um, I am about to share with you my thoughts on this. Welcome, 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 and I want to thank everybody who just subscribed to the channel. All your comments and support is really appreciated. Thank you so much. And I was talking with a friend today. She's in Ukraine, and I think she's kind of divided between that she made the right decision or the wrong decision. It's hard to say. But topic was about something else. She is a beautician. She is a highly skilled beautician, and I was just we were having our female, women's conversation, and I was crying to her how difficult it is in the United States find anybody who can even make a decent manicure. I like having, I'm a woman. I love different kind of things. My how to say this, some people are addicted to drugs and and stuff like that, and alcohol and cigarettes. I'm addicted to beauty. I love beautiful things. I like having nice manicure. I like, I just love being a woman, shortly. And, I was telling her that if she was here, she would have a crowd of hundreds, if not thousands of people, because there is something about even if you just take the beauty industries, that our people are so talented, they know how to do it. I sometimes have to do my own, very often I have to do my own, and I don't want to, but I had to learn how to do all the beauty procedures on my own, because it's devastating, uh, especially if you don't live maybe in California or New York, to find a beauty master that won't ruin your nails or your hair is next to impossible. And I know a lot of men watching me, maybe you're not so interested to listen about it, but that's a real struggle for us. And it goes for everything else. A lot of people in Ukraine, in other Slavic cultures, have so many talents, and they don't even know about it. Such as, okay, you know what? Just a second. I think I'm gonna such as, for example, even as simple as, making meals, making their homes really beautiful, like being amazing cooks. No Ukrainian woman is going to say, I'm an amazing cook. It's just kind of there. I think all traditional cultures are somewhat the same, but Ukrainian people and Slavic people in general have so many talents that are taken for granted. So many talents that, you would think. I only realized that those were talents when I came to United States. So, guys, you might hear the wind. I only realized that those are talents when I came to United States. Even putting an outfit. Okay, just a second. Even even put an outfit together, in a beautiful way. is a talent. Even having certain style like decorate your home is a talent. Always strive for education to better your skills, have boldness to try and do new things is also a talent. I think one of the most amazing things that I appreciate about Ukrainian people in particular, but I would say Slavic people, Eastern Europeans in general, is resilience. It's resilience to the circumstance, love for life, and resilience. Finding ways a strong core. I didn't really know about it either when I came here. We don't just take no for an answer. We're gonna try and try and try and try and find a way. And I really appreciate this about Ukrainian people. I know right now the whole world is looking down on the I mean, most people, maybe half of the world, maybe more, looking down on the representative of Ukraine, a very unfortunate one that I don't want to name. Another time we all know who I'm talking about. So many people are disappointed, in with the corruption, with the war, with the way he handling things. But I was thinking today, does he really represent our country? Could we say that, okay, I'm gonna say it, Vladimir Zelensky really represent our country? Was Stalin representing the country? Was Lenin representing the country? You know, was Biden representing the country? That's another question. Oh, that was whew, almost how to say this, land of no return, right? When a person that is completely not competent, not capable even of performing tasks, is trying to represent the country uh, inside at home, is somebody who is head of the country but also is on a world stage, and they are not capable. Do you think people were judging the United States by the leader? And I think it's kind of a medal from both sides. From one, it's kind of two sides of this medal. From one side, it's obvious not the represent, not the not, it's a horrible representation, but well, from one side, we know it does not represent our people. Whether you are in US, Ukraine, France, or any other country. But on the other side, somebody voted for it. Somebody approved it. Many, many people. Well, I don't know about if we can generalize it, because sometimes there is corruption in there as well. But still, there are many people who support the candidate who eventually wins, right? So anyway, I just want to say, I really wish that in some way things would not be so political when they go against the common human values. A lot of times people, for example, in the United States, there is such division between two main parties that sometimes people so much associate with a particular view or particular party that they forget about the human side. Even if you go back, talking about Ukraine, yes, Ukraine has horrible representative, but the thing is that if you think about the people, if you think about what incredible bravery it takes to withstand those storms, for those people who decided or had to stay, what it takes to withstand the pain, withstand the horror, and still produce, and still uh, go to work, and still create. Some of you know that I have, well, some of you who follow me for a while, you know that I have my glamorous shop. I have like glamorous lady things for sale, like, you know, retro and modern, like fur coats and beautiful, very very feminine outerwear. and some of the most beautiful outerwear, most feminine, most alluring, I bought, I purchased in Ukraine, made by Ukrainian designers that lives in the most um, obliterated, the most one of the most affected cities in Ukraine. She lives in Kharkiv, and she create most all the 3 years. I think she's about to take off right now for a break, but with all the bombings, with all the missile strikes, she kept creating most beautiful outerwear. I cannot tell you how many people would stop me on the street and ask me where I got it from, you know. And I really wanted to support, to do, you know, to do something. um, I wanted to show my appreciation and for the person who I could not imagine even be able to think straight if I am missiles are hitting my city. I cannot even imagine that. But you know, she's able, you know, talking about the strong core, you know, she did not want to give up on her dream, and she continued creating beautiful clothes. And I would call it an art, you know, because art's supposed to make you feel something. And I could tell, you know, when you wear certain conversational pieces, people just don't expect to see that, especially where I live in the middle of nowhere. People really don't expect to see it. And I would always proudly say that it was made by her. And you know, she was kind of like my uh, favorite supplier. Some of you actually bought some of you bought her creations for your wives and girlfriends and fiancés, shall I say. But yes, I think there is certain resilience of people, creativity, spirit, very, very strong survival that's probably is in DNA, and just talent, you know, everything that comes to art, dancing, certain sports. It was really amazing, you know, this year with Usyk. If you, I don't even know first thing about boxing, but I was watching Usyk tournaments, not tournaments. I don't know how you call boxing. Well, you know, boxing. It was a big boxing event. Don't quote me. I don't speak sports, but I have a professional who consulted me. Yes, so it's just so many talents. But I think the most, probably the biggest, is creativity and survival and resilience. And so I think a lot of people in Ukraine feel very heartbroken that this person, this corrupt person, represents them when they have so much to offer. There is so much potential. Also, when it comes to IT, tech guys, and you know, people who understand technology very well. Lots of people are leaving the country because of, not only because of the war, but because, you know, they go where they appreciate it, you know. But each time, you know, when I'm in the United States, each time I see something aesthetically pleasing or beautiful, I know that I kind of know where it's coming from. I put it this way, you know. Not to mention, of course, you know, there are multiple cultures. I really like the warmth. You know, we have certain cities when we have a lot of Hispanic people. They seem to be not seem to be. They are so friendly, like they're so affectionate and friendly, and I like a lot of things about their culture. But I think, you know, living in America make everyone a little bit lazier because there is so many things that push a button, you know. Don't make dinner, go you know, get yourself a McDonald's, you know. Don't Don't bother, don't put a nice outfit on, just put whatever, it doesn't matter. This attitude kills me, and this is I fight. Well, I would say I insist, or with one of my family members, on him, for him to keep his standards up. I keep telling him it doesn't matter what everybody else is doing. If somebody else, coming to school in pajamas, doesn't mean you need to wear you can leave the house wearing pajama pants. Or, if somebody else is living on fast food, it doesn't mean you need to do that. I think comfort makes people drop their standards. But again, one of the things that I really appreciate about Eastern European people is that we rarely drop our standards. Sometimes, everybody crumbles under pressure a little bit. But what is amazing, even during this insane war situation, all ladies in Ukraine are most taking care of themselves. They uh, just taking care of themselves the best that they can. And I know some people left the United States because um, of the like medical system here, and if you don't have good insurance, it's very hard. It's we have this joke with another family members. We have this joke about so she needed some dental care, and she was saying, wow, here it's so problematic and so ridiculously outrageous, it's expensive. She said, I'm gonna fly in a in a war-torn Ukraine and get all my dental needs at the also at the highest level done. It's so insane, but everything keeps working. The hospitals, the dental, the um, everything else. I'm just amazed that so many things. Yes, of course, unfortunately, many places demolished. Some places are demolished, but everything that is working is fully working. I cannot relate to that strength of spirit. I don't think that I cannot live in the unknown. That's one of my weaknesses. I need to have peace in order to create, but there are people as courageous as that they kept working under those circumstances. And yes, and provide excellent services. You need dental, you need any other therapy, you need anything you need, you can get it done. It's really phenomenal, the resilience of people. Maybe it's just something in the DNA, I don't know, but I think it's one of the prominent features that we just don't give up easily, don't give up into weakness. And that is why there's also of you guys who've been watching me for insights for the relationships between Eastern European and American men. I told you that Eastern European women cannot stand the weakness, the complaint, and the lost men. Something, I think it must be a genetic thing, because we just were built for survival. And some of the most beautiful, delicate women that you would see, you would never think that this woman can is capable of most incredible things, and is the most resilient person you've ever seen, even though she looks feminine and delicate. So don't let that fool you. But this is one of the reasons why anybody who, even if you move to another country, you don't really change your core. You still remain the same. You can't get rid of who you are. You're gonna be the same. You remain the same in your core. So that's why I say we. um yeah, just used to overcoming and it's like failure is not an option, giving up is not an option, and the love for aesthetics, the love. I think the in general Ukrainian people are not as much into convenience, like that having everything to be quick, low quality but quick. You know, like same. You know, this comes to anything, including clothes, food. It just I mean, I think with the progress, we all becoming lazier overall, but there are certain standards you just don't drop. And I think, that is part of it. So I don't know if do I have any comments? If you watching because usually I see the comments, maybe I just come at a time where I don't have much comments. I don't know. I just want to see. If you're here, say hello or do not say hello. Let's see. I wanted to see because yesterday my chat had frozen. Yes. So please let me know your thoughts. I would like to know your. Wait. I'm sorry. My chat. Oh, I. Yes. Okay. I have. You see, I don't see my chat. Let me say hello to you, my dear friends. This is so nice. I have a bunch of comments. I'm sorry. I have not heard or seen a single comment. They're not going through. And I think that's what happened yesterday as well. Maybe I'll just need to. Oh, this is strange. Maybe I just need to like restart my channel or something. Ой, здравствуйте. Hello, Inna Nikolaevna. Girl, come to WA. We got you here. Yes, I'm gonna fly. It's actually my dream to see the state of Washington. I was driving by when we were going to Montana with my family, and it was gorgeous, beautiful state. Beautiful, beautiful state, but I didn't have a chance to really explore it. So, you never know. I might take you up on your offer. Yeah, I have, I don't know. You may be lucky to have some beauty masters there. I have to. Oh, I don't even want to talk about this. One time I had such manicure. I went to even even my child told me, a boy who could care less about manicures. I showed it to him. He was like, "Oh my god!" He was like, "Oh my lord, this is horrible." So I tried to do it myself, but sometimes you just want to have a treat. Let me see if I can make this a bit. Can't really make it better. Okay. Yeah, sometimes you just want to have a treat. You want to go to a salon. It's a big struggle here. I don't know. But I want to tell you, if you're an American lady, you're watching me, find a Russian manicure masters. They call it Russian. It doesn't matter if you're from Belarus, Ukraine. Maybe they'll change it now because of all the politics, but not everything is political. Find yourself a Eastern European, Slavic, Ukrainian, whatever, master of manicure, and you will love your life. And same goes for the hair and skin. I'm telling you, unfortunately, my friend in Ukraine, she's my childhood friend. She wasn't quite ready to leave. I really wish that she would have lived. Oh, I'm sorry, left Ukraine because, oh my God, she is so incredibly professional. If she would move to Michigan, she would literally have lines of people um, in line because she's just brilliant. Anyway, let me read. Hello, Kirst. I'm sorry, guys, I didn't see a single comment. So, thank you, Ina. I appreciate it. Спасибо большое. Adam, hello. Hello, Veronica. You look very lovely. And you always look 25 years old. Thank you, Adam. You are one of my favorite subscribers. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, you guys are so sweet. I appreciate it a lot. Well, I have to tell you something. I did have a nap today. So that's part of that. Today is my recharging day. You know, I like sometimes going out and having some fun, but man, my favorite fun right now is having a child schedule. You know, when you get fresh air, you get some physical activity, you get to work on whatever you're working on, you spend time with family, and you peacefully fall asleep. You know, that's a secret of eternal youth. Not always possible. I have a lot of bad habits, unfortunately. I can get so passionate about things that I can't fall asleep. I can fall asleep, but I don't let myself fall asleep because I want to keep creating something, you know. And then, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's 1 a.m., you know. So, yeah. Так, у нас тут куча умников разных. Oh, Ryan, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't read uh, stupid comments, so we're gonna ignore those. Инна точно, да, любит потроллить. Hello, Елена, welcome. Сейчас я посмотрю. Так, ам, кто есть из моих? У меня есть в описании видео есть мой имейл. Туда мне можно написать. Пожалуйста, напишите на имейл consultveronica@gmail.com. Он в описании видео. И, по-моему, да, и в каждом описании видео есть мой имейл, это точно. Есть еще Инстаграм, или вы можете просто вбить на Инстаграме Вероника Олсен. У меня два аккаунта, один такой же, как вот этот, Вероника Олсен Life Talks, and another one is Femininity and Furs. Так что да, very welcome. Sorry, guys. Very welcome. I would love to connect. Absolutely. I got spa, manicure, pedicure, and facial and massage and everything there. Oh my gosh. That's that's amazing, and I'm sure it is amazing. You see, I was just talking about this, but you know, when I mention just like esthetician industry, I just want to say only coming to United States, I realize how talented our people are. And it's not to, you know, some people gonna say, oh yeah, you say we are not talented. Obviously, in the big cities, there are a lot of highly professional people in every industry, and I follow a bunch of amazing entrepreneurs and creative people online, and a lot of people. America is a melting pot, but I'm talking about average life. Like, I live 20 minutes from the capital of Michigan, and it's just, you know, it's very casual, you know what I mean. To find somebody to help you with anything exclusive. It's only I have a couple of friends that are extremely talented. You know, one of my friends, she's in Ann Arbor. She has a beautiful bridal salon. You know, it's just gorgeous. And she's also a talented cook. She never studied cooking, but she has classes for children, and she just, you know, so many talents. But Ukrainian and Russian people, in Slavic people, take it as a regular thing, you know, like we don't think that there's anything special, but here I think it's very special, you know. I don't know, Ina, do you agree with me? And you know, same comes to arts, to dance, to music, to literature. You know, one of the things that I love the most is art and literature. And when I was coming to United States, I thought, you know what? I will be able to discuss the classic novels I read, you know, back in Kiev, because I'm going to America, you know. I can discuss certain authors, and I try to do that. And after about, after a certain amount of attempts, I quit because I realized nobody ever read those novels, you know. I feel that in America there is a big focus on very specific niche skills. There are definitely, doctors and surgeons. It's very impressive. Uh, those I have big respect for it. But there is also a lot of accent on a very material things, consuming things, and not as much for art and self-expression. Like, for example, I'm gonna make a simple example. If I was sitting right now in Kiev in a regular sleepy place, right? Like, I live in a suburb. It's a sleepy place, right? I would have probably 5, 7 dance studios. I would have probably in every other building there would be belly dancing. I used to belly dance as one of my favorite things in the world. There would be art studio, dance studio, ballet studio, salsa studio. Also, if you go out, there would be salsa dancing. There would be so many things, so many things. But I feel like here it's all about it's all about watching sports and, like, I'm talking about average life, like average. It can kill you. Добрый вечер, добрый вечер. I think somebody from Czech Republic. Uh, Czech Republic, yes, because I learned Czech in college, but I was so mad that I had to pass an exam. So I passed my exam very well, and then I forgot everything. I understand it to an extent, but I forgot. I was able to write and read, but not now. I was in denial. Uh, okay, so yeah, Ina Nikolaevna is saying, OMG, girl, trust me, I hear you. It's super hard to find legit services, but I've been in and out state of Washington. I'm telling you, I have found the best here. You won't be disappointed. Yeah, nice. It's a beautiful state. What city are you in? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna tell you something. Sorry, guys, my nose. In Ukraine and Slavic cultures, when you have to touch your nose, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, guys. It means that you're gonna be drinking alcohol. It's like a weird superstition that you're gonna you're gonna be drinking alcohol. I know it's weird, but I won't be drinking alcohol, and I don't know what it is. I don't know why why it's happening. Oh my gosh, something I was going to say. Oh my gosh, please help me, God. What I was. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Seattle. Oh my goodness, Seattle, gorgeous. It's uh I know it's a very beautiful city. There's a lot to see. I know there is a bit of an issue, I think, also with maybe a bit of a. Do you have an issue with homeless and like crime a little bit, but maybe not as bad as others? But it's a gorgeous city. I have a dream vacation. So dream. I saw this. It's in one of those gorgeous forests that you have. Those, mm, how you call them? Those little cabins. Like it's a hotel with a wooden cabins. It's just like wooden cabins out in a beautiful forest. I think you call it rainforest, right? Oh, I just saw it on Instagram, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is my dream. And I love being out in the forest. Um, and I just love nature. It's my drug. That's another thing. When it comes, I have another respect for our culture, right? For my native culture is when I have a headache, when I don't feel well, I don't reach out for Tylenol, Schmylenol, Advil. I put my shoes on and I go out in the nature. That's what I do. I don't, yeah, we're just going out in the nature. Yes, I love water. I love mountains. In Michigan, we have amazing, amazing lakes. But close to my house, I have beautiful forest area and some parks, and that's what I do. I don't want to ruin my brain or my nervous system with some stupid pills. So that's another thing that about we. We only take medication when we are about, when it's like medication or death. Am I wrong? Oh. Hey, Yelena, thank you for stopping by. And also, yeah, I watched the movie Sleepless in Seattle, of course. Of course, I watched Sleepless in Seattle. Such sweet movie. I like both movies. You've Got Mail and Sleepless in Seattle. Gosh, such sweet times. I don't know. I don't know. Where is Jason? Where is Jason, my moderator? Jason, what are you doing? What do you think is happening? Where are you? Sorry, guys, it's kind of blurry lighting, but I just wanted to connect with you. I want to also say that for those who follow me daily, I may have a bit of struggle with connection next week. Um, so yeah, I might have to take a week break, but for a very good cause. I mean, I will try, but I think that it's a possibility that the Wi-Fi would be very spotty. Um, so we'll see. Somebody is asking me, "Are you happy in USA?" I'm happy everywhere. I'm the kind of person that I will find something good about everything, and I will find my way just about anywhere. I'm happier now because I made a couple of amazing friends, and at this moment, I have several passion projects I'm working on, and I'm extremely grateful and blessed to have um, some of my family here and being safe. I actually have never had more appreciation for being in US than I have now, despite of all the cultural differences and everything, because nobody bothers me. I can focus on my own things and I am safe, and I know that oh my God, my family is safe. Not all, of course, but a big part of my family is safe. So yes. But again, I'm happy everywhere, and if I don't like something, I can create magic in my own home. Sometimes people come to visit me and they say, I feel like I'm not only um, I'm not only with people from Ukraine. I feel like I'm in Ukraine. So I know how to create my own atmosphere, and yeah, I hope that answers your question. I'm happy anywhere. But there are places where I feel happier. That is very true. I love exploring. I love traveling. For me, traveling is not like this thing that you like. For me, it's just life. I feel alive when I see new people, when I explore new things. I just feel alive. I think that we were not meant to be consuming so much information. We were meant to live in an experience and meeting people and having our own things going on. And of course, with all these wars, with all these conflicts, with all the drama, I think that we are over consuming that. So when I travel, I'm so much in the moment that that kind of fades on the back. And also, I'm very passionate about it, but sometimes I feel that a lot of people, there's so much in this drama that you're missing out on life. You're missing out on doing things with your children, with your significant other, with your friends. You go to family dinner and it's all about politics. It's so because people don't want to talk about their lives and that their life sucks. So when I travel, I love every second, and it feels like when you're exploring, every day is so much fuller and brighter and bigger, and just like I love it. So yes, happy, and I'm looking forward to see more of the United States. So I'm in Michigan. The states that I've been the most is Florida, number one. I have some amazing friends in Florida. Florida, then what other state? Texas. I loved Montana. I love Texas. I loved Montana. I enjoyed California. I loved San Francisco, but man, the mess that they created in San Francisco is hopefully with the new administration they will take care of that mess. I really hope so because yeah, it's gorgeous city but horribly ran. Still, I survived. We survived. Yeah, I would love to see more of California sometime, but maybe when it's a bit better taken care of because I just can't walk through the piles of garbage and have crazy people running around. I had the reminder on my phone, and I had some videos when had some videos of us exploring San Francisco. I'll never forget when we ran through that horrible street with drugs and sick people and fights, and I'm a total fool wearing diamonds and furs and heels. I'm like, man, I'm a walking target. But I told the story many times on my channel. I had to run on a road where cars are. I ran about a mile, maybe 2 miles, in heels, in diamonds and furs. I was offered a car, I was offered a company, but I got carried away by the downtown, the beautiful downtown building. And I'm like, no, it's fine. And I'm just like, I walked a bit past of it, and I'm like, oh, it looks like a horror movie, like those movies we saw in Soviet Union, like, or I don't know, in early 2000s, when they film like those scary places. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm an idiot, I'm a fool. And I've never ran faster. I've never been a great runner, but never ran faster. I remember, I think I have a video, a video after I ran into my room. I was there with my son, and we both ran into our room, and I made a video. I wish I could film what I saw, but I couldn't. I recorded the video and I swore to myself that I'll never complain that life is boring where I live. At least I said something that I had enough adventures for a while. I said that that's just enough of adventure. I just remember, like, I was so happy, so happy to reach the hotel and close the door. I mean, it was so scary. It was so scary. It's insane. Those people, they don't care. They don't care about their lives. It's insane. So yeah, I don't appreciate certain liberal run uh, metropolitan big cities because it's always a mess. That's why I love Florida, because there is very little homeless problem. I feel very, very safe in Florida, and I have some wonderful friends there. So, but more to see, right? More to explore still. Так. Инна, а вы откуда, если не секрет? Um, hmm. Yes, Ina is saying totally medication only as super needed. Yes. Christopher, hello. Evening. Keep up. Good work. Something, something. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, Lance, welcome. Bad touch. I don't think any country should be judged by its government decisions, as you will find the decisions that government makes does not reflect the people who live there. Yeah, that's for sure. I really wish that when a president or representative, right, of the government um, would let people sign. Yes, we may have chosen you. You could have deceived us that you are good leaders, that you are qualified, but you maybe taking now decisions that we didn't expect you to take. So, for example, when you borrow money, even here in United States, the national debt issue. When you borrow money, I didn't ask you to borrow money for me. Why is that you borrowing money, but us and our children and grandchildren will have to pay that money? So I think it would be very fair if, even though you chosen somebody, you had trust in them, doesn't automatically mean that you will support their every decision. And I think with also technology, some of the big questions they should put for vote, because I think that every person from their country is their representative. I know that when I travel, even inside of the States or outside, I tell them where I'm originally from and where I live. Every single time I introduce myself, I understand that I am a representative of my country, and I'm conscious of it as well. I want people to see the positive examples, and I'm very embarrassed when you travel to certain places or hotels and you meet people from your country and they have no culture, they don't know how to behave, and you just want to disappear because you are embarrassed for their behavior, and they will leave a bad impression about your country. So I think that every person should remember that we all like a small, я забыла, как сказать посол на английском. Like we are all small ambassadors of our countries. Okay, отлично. Wait, I don't know why I'm itching. I have to itch, but won't be drinking, sadly. Elizabeth, hello, hello. Okay, guys, we're going to be wrapping up. California, hey Adam, California has been destroyed from within. I'm traveling to Wyoming State this year, polar opposite to Cali. Yeah, yeah, Wyoming is beautiful. Especially if you see that Yellowstone. Oh my gosh, it's my dream. Haven't been to Yellowstone yet. Haven't seen the Arizona, the Grand Canyon yet. There's so many things I haven't seen yet. I'm so excited to see them. Very much excited to see them. Oh, don't pay attention. These vertical lives, people just come all over the place, but they help the channel, to get a heartbeat. So I'm not even gonna be bothered. Adam knows, right? We have Adam who appreciates, we have Ina who appreciates the beauty and kindness. Yes, we're not gonna give them a single moment, but thank you. Thank you, Ina. We're not gonna worry about them. Hey, RV Emerson, good to see you. You are with me live. Yes, we are just having a Friday, very relaxing talk. Just chilling, really. Someone was triggered. Yes, exactly. Someone was triggered, and that someone is you. All right. Yeah. Anyway, guys. Yeah, it's a really a complex subject. Elizabeth, thank you, darling. Thank you so much for sharing my information. Yes, guys, thank you for those of you who supported my channel. If you're watching, don't forget to put a like, a comment. Everything helps. Um, on another side, if I can have a nice group of people who think the same way, I don't necessarily need a crowd. I'm very introverted, so I love having people that we can connect and talk. And by the way, if you want to be a guest on my channel, let me know. I can send you a link when I go live. If you want to share your perspective, your experiences, something that you want to say, you're very welcome to join me. We just need to agree what day. And yeah, I would love to have guests. I figure out how it works. Some of you saw my videos with Andrea or Alina, and yeah, I would love to. I love having guests. So, all right. So yeah, I want to go back to this one comment again. I don't think any country should be judged for its government's decisions, as you will find. The decision the government makes does not reflect the people who live there. Yeah, very often it is true for socialist, communist countries. And I know my friend RW here, RW Emerson II. I really love your comments, and I really, really appreciate your comments. I'm glad to be able to tell you this live. I really love your comments. Please don't ever feel you're writing too many, or that even if I think we have only one point where we probably disagree, maybe more, but I am very respectful of it, and everybody is welcome on my channel, even if you think the opposite, but just don't personally threaten and attack people. But we agree on many things with RV Emerson II. The only thing I'm not too hot on is socialism, because I lived through it. Um, yeah, it could be a secret of my eternal youth. When you live in total lack and in total control. I didn't enjoy it. But to be fair, there was one good thing, not with government, but with the people, because the community was a lot stronger. Yes, I have to agree with that. The community was stronger. People would care about everyone in the community, such as neighbors. I don't know, Ina probably will agree with me. I don't know. I think we maybe have similar experiences. That people. I actually meant where you from, Ina. Like what place in? I assume you're somewhere from post USSR like me. So yeah, people were. It was not so materialistic, and people were thinking about each other. There were group efforts. That would help. It just was a sense of community. Like when I was living, yes, we were living like 5 people in tiniest apartment you can imagine, and 4 of us lived in one tiny room. So I can't even tell you the conditions right now. I'm thinking, man, how did we survive that? It was very common. But the beautiful part of it is that neighbors, we never locked our doors. Neighbors were merging. They baked something, they would bring it to us. We baked something, we bring it to them. Stuff like that. So it was very human. It was very it was a great sense of community. But I don't like to be controlled. A lot of people are worrying about my profession here. So I am an entrepreneur. I create things, and yeah, I am a very creative person, and I get paid for it most of the times. Sometimes I create for fun. I mean, I always create for fun, but most of the times I get paid for it, this way or another, and I appreciate every single person that ever support me or my other businesses. So I like freedom of expression. For me, it's very important. Um, I lived through the suppression, through control, and through limitations of people. I don't like that. I think that it would be nice if people would be more connected, more looking out for each other, more social in a good way, and that our taxes were not wasted on stupid things. I don't mind helping those people who cannot help themselves, but only them. I don't like helping people who are on drugs and drive better cars than I am. I don't have empathy for them. So, yeah. Thank you, RW. Yeah. So, we may have, I don't know, I think you're fairly new on my channel, but, I I think it's important to not try to be, a carbon copy of each other. It's interesting. I'm always listening to people that live longer than me, have more experience than me, or come from a different perspective. It's always interesting, but it's always delightful to see people that understand you, that have similar ideas, with you. So, hello, Aaron. Welcome. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, and I survived it. Everybody survived it, but I remember I remember also, the feeling. I'm gonna make a video about my socialist or communist experiences, so to speak. It's the way people treated you, like in the government establishments, as a doctor. I rarely go to the doctor. I have to force myself. Like if I go, well, there are certain doctors you need to see at least once a year. I had a period here living in the US when I didn't see, well, one of the general doctors for 8 years. I just couldn't force. I mean, everything is fine with me. What do you need? But the reason is for me was, well, first of all, in Ukraine we don't do it. We just only go when we feel like it's needed. But I think it doesn't hurt you to know if that everything is well, especially with the poison they put in our food. But for me, it was psychological. I just the way the doctors treated us. I mean, not like all doctors, of course. The thing is, we have really great talents, but they were not paid well. And the system, basically, no matter how well you do, you get the same salary. So that creates a very bad culture. And it's funny because sometimes when you're in the United States, you go to government establishments, they don't treat you as well as business establishments. I'm like, this reminds me home. They don't treat you as well because why? Over time, there is a culture. No matter how good you are with customers, you get the same salary. So, why try? Yeah, but I still have like, I don't think about it much now, but when I was little, I had such awful experience with doctors, the way they treat you, and some teachers, like the way they treat you, the way they make you hate yourself, the way they just don't enjoy their work. I don't know how else to say it. A doctor who makes $500,000 or $2 million, so he loves what he does. He invested highly, and he wants his clients to come back. Of course, most of them gonna be on a different level, but the culture of desperation and corruption created people like, I don't know if Ina is still here, but you cannot go to the doctor in like Soviet time or like post-Soviet time. You have to bring something, either money or gifts or something. But when I was younger, we have just such an abuse from like uh I don't know how in English, OBGYN doctors. They would call you names, they would try to find out, about your very private life, and they would make assumptions about you. I don't know. And general doctors, there was something about that I'm like, I don't care if I die tomorrow, I'm not going. But here in US, I actually had an amazing lady. She is from India. And one time when I missed like 8 years of appointments, she was like a general family doctor. Uh, she was very humorous about it, and she said, I would give you this long lecture, but my grandpa never seen a doctor and died at 96. Yeah, and she was a beautiful lady. She is a beautiful lady. When I met her, she was in her 50s, didn't have a stitch of makeup on, and was absolutely beautiful, just naturally beautiful woman. and feminine, and I was just like, admiring her presence. And she did not give me too hard of a time. She just said, well, maybe at this point, you should sometimes, maybe I should see you once a year at least. Hard times create strong people. Yes, I think you're right about that. Hello, DVC. Big city California is awful, but small towns are fantastic. Nice people, close communities. You have to go out and look for them. Yes. Well, I have a very good friend in California. I think he's maybe still watching, maybe not. So we'll have to plan it and go and see some beautiful. I, of course, would like to see Napa Valley and what is the name of this park? Yosemite. Is it Yosemite or Yosemite? I think it's Yosemite. Yeah, I would love to see like some nature and some smaller communities, preferably conservative, where I'm not gonna get shot. But yeah, Yosemite, but I don't know how to. Yosemite, I think. Is Yosemite correct? Joshua Kitlis Ved, sorry. Hello, my friend. How you doing? I'm doing amazing. Thank you, Joshua. Yes. Northern rural Cali, I've heard, is a completely different world, beautiful people and state. Yes, I would love to see it sometimes. I would love to see all of America. Oh my gosh. I dream about, you will think I'm crazy, but I drink. Oh my gosh. No, I don't drink. I dream about Alaska. I would love to go. I would like to go first, maybe like on a cruise, just to be able to have the ship, get out the ship and, look at diamonds and furs. I will feel like home. But seriously, I would love to go on a cruise first and then maybe fly on. I saw some tours on Instagram when you have like this group tours, but you have so many cool things that you're doing. Some of them are a little bit adventurous, so I might have to wait a couple more years till I legally can do more adventurous things. But yeah, I would absolutely love to explore. I would love to explore pretty much every place in United States. I mean, many places, maybe not every, but every state, I think. But I don't know. I would love to see Alaska. I would love to see it, and Hawaii too. But uh, I don't want like no volcanoes, please. No eruptions and no storms. Yosemite. It's either Yosemite or Yosemite. No, Yosemite, I think. All right. So I'm glad we're having a very relaxed chat today. No drama, because everybody's tired of that. By drama, I mean everything that's going on in the world. Although I have a lot of hope that things will look better. That things will become better. Alaska has earthquakes, lots of fun. Well, yeah, but I hope to catch when it's doesn't. When I was in Costa Rica a couple years ago, oh my gosh, I loved Costa Rica. If you love nature, oh, it's a paradise. All those parrots and monkeys and those sleepy things, sloths, like just lush greens, just so beautiful. And but I didn't. There are many things to explore, but we didn't have a chance to see the volcano. I think it's called Arenal volcano. I think a place called Arenal, I believe. And yeah, I would love to see that volcano. Next time, I want to see the volcano. Los Angeles is worse for earthquakes. Yeah, well, we know what Los Angeles also worse for. Hopefully, current situation and current administration will shake a little bit California into place, that they start to take better care of their people and be more responsible. Because what happened this year with the fire was just inhumane, was just devastating, devastating, devastating. I cannot imagine that. In my worst dreams, I could not imagine that. So it was tragic, not just sad. It was devastating and mortifying and extremely scary. Extremely scary, when you have, is nothing more scary when you have family that you need to protect. You have little ones, you have elderly, and like, there is nothing scarier than having such risks and have to go through such awful experience. It's awful. Just I have no words. I think that it was so uncalled for, and I really wish that people that allow that would be held accountable. But we'll see. DVC says, my friend Sarah lost her house in a Pasadena Eaton fire. All gone. Yeah, that's awful. Uh, Great that she didn't lose her life, but uh, still awful. Did do they? I have a question. If you know, are they gonna get some reimbursement or no? I'm just curious about that. I don't know how that works. If they ever get any kind of reimbursements for that. Yeah, such a tragedy. Yeah, absolute tragedy for sure. Somebody sent me something. Let's see. Um, David, thank you so much for your PayPal donation contribution. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Um, I appreciate the compliment. If you don't mind, I'll leave it for myself, but thank you. I'm blushing. Thank you. It's really paying off to have a YouTube channel. I heard 20,000, that is nothing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, for California, I can't imagine. 20,000? Even 200,000 is probably not enough. Um, yeah, that's awful. I mean, it's better than zero, but you could never replace your home for $20,000 there. Joshua is asking, have you been to Washington State? I actually just talked about it. I've been to, I flew to Washington State. I've been to Spokane, but just for a short time. But we stayed in this beautiful hotel. It was magical, like old style hotel. I forgot the name of it, but it was spectacular. And we drove from Washington to Montana. So I saw some of Washington, Idaho, and we went to Montana. It was beautiful. So I saw very briefly Washington. I did not explore it, and I would love to explore Washington sometime. Yes, the rainforest. I have a dream to stay in that wooden cabin in the forest. That would be insane. Mm, and I would love just to explore everything. Can't remember the name of that hotel, but it feels like you travel in time. It's like a historical hotel in Spokane. Most beautiful memories of that. Aaron, are you serious? Are you trolling me? Aaron is saying, Veronica, I joined the Republican Party. Um, Good for you, Aaron, but it's kind of hard to believe in that. But welcome. Welcome to Common Sense. You know, you have to understand that I can be friends with people who think different than me. I don't want to have any hurtful discussions because humanity should go over um, politics. Because, when we tear each other apart over politics, we both lose civilized part of us. But congratulations, Aaron. Again, welcome. Uh, I don't know what you're asking us about. Yeah, most of homes are over a million. Yeah, easily. I live in Spokane Valley. Oh, nice. Is it in Washington? Is it like Spokane from the city Spokane? Yeah, Davenport, probably, yes. Davenport Hotel. Oh, I loved it so, so much. Aaron, I am so impressed. I am so impressed by this. Uh, Yes, I completely agree with what you're saying. I am optimistic that President Trump will turn the country around and the world also. These are my exact thoughts. And you can tell how ruthlessly he is going for stopping the war. He is pressing to stop. He is pressing for peaceful negotiations. Unfortunately, the previous administration had not made a single phone call to Putin, had not single initiation of a peace talk, despite of what um, side you are in, what your beliefs in general. That should be concerning. Why in 4 years, well, 3 to 4 years, the previous administration never attempted for peace? I respect Donald Trump for wanting for people to stop dying. That goes, this is a common human value. It goes besides and beyond any kind of politics. So, yes. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Aaron. Aaron, is it your account? Okay, did somebody hacked Aaron's account? Aaron, please tell me something so that I know it's you, 100%. But I believe that it is you, and I am very impressed. Sometimes it's very difficult because there is so much already in our mind that it's hard to be flexible. It's hard to be fair. But I appreciate that, and I think he needs support. Uh, when I was actually, oh, I was also in Southern North Carolina talking about travels. Um, I was in North and South Carolina this summer. I loved both states a lot. Absolutely loved them. And we were hiking in North Carolina. I was wearing Trump's hat. The hike was very hard. 4 hours, 2 hours, 2.5 hours up, and 1.5 hours down. I thought I'm gonna give birth. It was a crazy hike. But I had my Trump hat on, and I'm like, you know what? I must push through. I must do it. And it was that day when he got shot in Pennsylvania. When we got down from our hike, my friend on her phone, she had a notification that he was shot. With my English, to me, shot means dead. So I had that shocker that somebody killed him. And then, of course, we learned what happened. And I just want to tell to everybody on both sides, this person deserves a medal. President Trump deserves a medal for his courage. He literally took a bullet to be doing what he's doing right now. Whether you agree with him completely on things or not, despite a person who was planned to be dead because they knew that he will try to stop the war, the money laundering will stop. He will put everything in order. Like he will close the borders. I was so proud of him when I saw that he deported El Salvador um, mafia, these gangsters, I don't know how you call them, these groups. I watched that clip probably 7 times. He didn't talk a lot about it. He put them on a plane and they went to El Salvador prisons because that's where they're supposed to be. They're not supposed to be mingling with us and torture our children and rape women. So yeah, I'm very proud of his moves, and I agree with you completely. He is working on making peace with Ukraine and making better order in US, but also putting the whole world in a better place. He has high responsibility, and I don't know how he handled that pressure, but I have nothing but respect. And yeah, if you guys haven't seen, you can go to Instagram. Well, you probably see that on the news, but if you go to Instagram at Real Donald Trump, one of his latest reels shows the airplane full of extreme criminals, and they were all deported to El Salvador. El Salvador, president of El Salvador, offered them to stay in their super jail. I mean, that alone is powerful. Those people bring crime, drugs, death, and child trafficking and all the horrific things. I'm so proud of him. So, Aaron, thank you. I really did not expect to hear that from you. I'm very impressed. Thank you. Well, I think it takes a lot to change your mind on things. So, I have a lot of respect for that. Thank you, Aaron. You reinstate my faith in humanity. All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping up because somebody gonna call for my disappearance. It's getting dark. At first I thought nobody was watching, so I was going to wrap up real short. Um, I used to be just one city. Wait, just 1 second. Elizabeth, thank you so much for your coffee. You are so sweet. Thank you. I'll get myself a smoothie tomorrow. I need a smoothie. I need a smoothie. I'm not cooking tomorrow, so thank you, darling. Thank you, and warm hug to Scotland. My dream, also my dream. My dream. Okay, let's see. Okay. It used to be just one city. They changed it into two separate cities in the year 2000. Okay, yeah. I loved Spokane and I loved that hotel. I know. I loved it. Generally, I love everything when I travel, except I am scared of homeless. I'll be honest. Yes, but you adjust to it just about every. I remember Aaron. I don't know if you're still here. I remember when we. I don't know if I told you this, but on the fifth day of our travel to California, we were taking a walk to go somewhere with my son. And on the fifth days, we were walking past homeless and past, like, it was in San Francisco, past people screaming, past people in weird clothes, past garbage, like in 5 days. We're like, it just goes through it. There are people doing crack on the streets. I'm like, wow, look at this. But I don't want to focus on the negative. Hopefully things would be put there would be better management of the city, because San Francisco is a gorgeous city, gorgeous. That view on San Francisco Bay, beautiful architecture, so much going on. I love performances, and I met ladies in there was this beautiful, like, Victorian hotel. The owner of the person who worked at the hotel, he made us feel like home. It was so many ladies came for performances, like for theater, for performances. It was beautiful. I just love it. So hopefully next time I visit San Francisco, it will be a lot more put together because it's a gorgeous city that has so much to offer. Um, yes. Um, mhm. Well, you know what? There is definitely that, Joshua. But I want to. Oh, Mikey! Hey, Mikey! Welcome. Yeah, I still loved it. I want for the golden era, so to speak, to start. You know what I mean? Uh, I want for the beautiful things to. I want to see order. I don't want things to just keep decaying. I want to see order and I want to see this country thriving. So, yes, I just think that it's worth it to give it a shot to make things better. Sorry, guys, I just had a phone call. Yes, I have to go. I just had a phone call. I appreciate everybody. Thank you guys so much for coming. Let me read a couple more comments. The man I used to work with, yeah, I saw that. I saw that, Mikey. Western Washington Olympic Forest in Fork, WA is beautiful. Rainforest, so beautiful. Yes, I've heard about the Olympic. Yes. Uh huh. Thank you, Joshua. Home is where you hang your hat. Yes, exactly. Home is where your heart is. Home is where your heart is, where you feel safe and accepted and you feel cozy. You know, you can have couple homes sometimes. I feel like America is my home now too. Of course, after so many years and being a citizen, but of course, like I love my native country and everything I had, and everything I still have. It's just you just expand. But people that I love here make it home for me. People and places. Привет, Роман. Надо учиться, надо. Что поделать? Що ж робить? Надо вчитися, Роман. Так? Англійська треба всім. Так що придется. Угу. You an American? Yes, I am an American citizen. I'm an American, but you have to understand that mm, you are still you. I don't know how to explain it, but I can never stop being um like I don't know how to explain. Yes, I'm an American citizen and I love this country and I want to see this country thriving. I hate to see destruction. I hate to see pain. I hate to see beautiful things going to waste. And yes, I love this beautiful country and I love the countries that I'm from. But it's just when you formed, it's like they have the saying, you know, you like an American with Italian descent, or you are, you know, I don't know, Argentinian. No, like American was like, I don't know, Argentinian descent. You still you carry your culture heavily if you were born and formed in another culture. So it's kind of like a hybrid thing. Like my son used to say, I'm a human hybrid when he was like 6 or 7, and people would ask him, he would say, I'm a human hybrid. Raman is saying, we taught better languages at school, both English and German, but English school is crap. We were taught, I don't know. Роман, что вы имеете в виду? I wish I would have met my Belarusian fiancé sooner because now it's harder to get someone here in US. Well, how hard you tried? Meaning, it is harder, but it's not impossible. There are many ways to do that. Um, there are many ways to do that, Joshua. You can reach if you want. You can reach out to me and share your story, but you probably should reach out to a lawyer. Mm, some people now get married in Europe, and then it takes a couple of years for the documents to process. So I don't know what's better and what's not. Uh, RV Emerson. RV Emerson's a second. Thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna be an ambassador for people's hearts and culture and inspiration. Unless I will fake my birth certificate. I appreciate your sense of humor. All right, thanks for the compliment. We can push her through Mexican border. Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah, Mikey. Great ideas, Mikey, as always. Elizabeth, darling, thank you so much. Yeah, so guys, I'm wrapping up. Thank you. I just missed a phone call. I gotta go. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for just hanging out with me and connecting and sharing your thoughts. This is my email right here, consultveronica@gmail.com. If you have thoughts, ideas, if you need my help with anything, that I've done years of diplomacy work between American Western men and Slavic women. I still do that. Иночка, доброй ночи. I heard, okay, Joshua, I heard the fiancé visa is faster but takes longer to get a green card. But the marriage visa takes a little longer to get her, but an instant green card. Yeah, your best bet is to talk to immigration lawyer right now. Uh, Time is of essence, so um, it's important to figure out your best strategy. But yes, I think you are close to what I know. It sounds about right, but I would definitely talk to a lawyer because time is so precious. Oh, congratulations, Elizabeth. I haven't been checking my Instagram lately. I'm like on a little bit of a diet from social media. Haven't posted on Instagram for a while, but mm, congratulations, my darling. Congratulations. I'll reach out to you. Congratulations. I'm very, very happy for you. That's a beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful thing. Yes. Yeah, I'm sure, Joshua, I'm sure you talked already to a lawyer or figure things out, but honestly, I want to tell you something. If you want to know, wait, I'm completely fading into the background. I want to tell you something about Slavic women. They really look at you how you handle difficult situations, and the way you will handle this is very important. The way you handle the invitation, the visa process. Mm, it's very, very difficult to sustain relationships. It's very difficult to sustain relationships when you have too much distance. It's hard. So the longer, the more harder it is. And in order for you to show up for her and show that you're serious, and every year is of essence. If you're planning family, especially. So um, if you need any help with other things. I cannot help you with legal things, but I think you should talk to a lawyer. But any other things, you know how to reach me. All right, my dear friends, I have to go before the police came and get me. I don't know what it is. I'm so introverted. Like I need my little space. And um, my favorite is to do video in my car. I don't know why, but it is. Anyway, I hope you have a beautiful, recharging, peaceful weekend, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for everything. Oi, oi, oi. Сейчас. Oi. Okay, I can't see your latest comments because I did something. Yes. How do you message me? Consultveronica@gmail.com. I also have Instagram, but email is better. You know, email is better. Sorry, guys, for this great lighting. Yes, good night, everybody. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. I hope we'll have beautiful spring, and I hope we have beautiful summer that will be resuming in peace. All right. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening, my dear friends. Talk to you very soon.